Hello, you guys. This is going to be your daily tarot guidance reading for Wednesday, March the 14th, 2018. So this will be for the collective. Okay, my allergies are acting up. And I'm headed to bed soon, so I just wanted to get the reading out before I doze off. Alright, so as for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for the collective from March the 14th, 2018. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Thank you. Okay, let's see what the energies are. And this is for anyone who's meant to resonate with this reading, who's meant to receive a message, Divine Spirit. And I ask that if this reading be for them, that allow it to be of clearest insight, love, and healing, Divine Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So, suffering in silence, which would be the Nine of Swords energy. The Nine of Spiritual Strength, which is the Nine of Wands energy. Seven of Patience and Planning, which is the Seven of Wands energy. The third eye chakra. Six of Moving On, which is the Six of Swords. Bottom card is Fertility, which is the Empress. Okay, so suffering in silence is the overall energy. I feel like this is the end of any mental battles that you suffered, or any worries, anything that you thought you could never overcome. It's either you've overcome those things just by believing that you could, or it's the beginning of believing that you'll overcome these things. It's putting an end to any fear-based thoughts, negative affirmations, seeing the bright side of things, understanding why you had to face certain obstacles, why certain things were placed in front of you that may have been challenging to you, you know, these obstacles. The challenge for some, or it could still be understanding on a deeper level as to why it's beneficial to you and how it's actually helped you to grow. You know, why it's important to persevere even at the time where you feel like you can't do it. You know, it's like that saying that they say out there, nothing God gives you is nothing that you can't handle, or something along those lines. Like, God wouldn't give you something if God knew you couldn't handle it. You know, it's your higher self. This could be your higher self. It could also represent Divine Spirit, or it could represent, you know, the heart of the matter. It's something that's very important to you. And I feel like with this energy, it's like this vibe of the universe working and moving mountains in ways that you don't know or can't see. All they need you to do is continue to step forward, you know, following your truth, or knowing what's in your heart, or believing in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself, believe in a higher power, you know, that has the spiritual backing to protect you, to move things out of the way, because it's like this being is like a higher aspect of him, and it's lifting something heavy, you know, something in which he might not be able to pick up. So it's like, even if your physical self doesn't understand why certain things have happened, or doesn't believe that you have the strength or power on a deeper level to confront these things that you're dealing with, even when your mind tells you you can't, it's like there's an aspect of you that can handle it, a deeper aspect. And it's teaching you spiritual strength, and it might not be so easy to always look at things on a deeper level and say, you know, yeah, I understand that spirit, you know, this is something that I have to go through, or I had to go through, or I can do this, I have the power to change this or that. It's not always easy to believe that, you know, in that type of, you know, in that way. Suggested approach is the Seven of Patience and Planning, which is the Seven of Pentacles, sorry. So I feel like your approach to the situation is, again, Spirit is telling you that things are being removed out of the way, it does take time. Not everything, unfolds quick as we want it to. Maybe this is something big that it's taken some time and you're almost at its end, or you've been working very hard on yourself and it's like finally you're reaching some sort of point where you feel like there's a new energy or you can breathe. It's like a fresh, breath of fresh air. But it's like you're in between a transitioning energy. You're coming out of an old energy and walking into a new energy where there's rewards or there's blessings, or maybe the reward and the blessing is overcoming something and recognizing your strength, or seeing why everything had to go the way that it did, or looking back at everything and how it shaped you and made you, or something that you put into place a long time ago that you've been trying to bring to fruition for a long time. You finally seeing the results of it. Some of you, it could be a job. Some of you, it could just be a seed that you planted, a desire that you've set for yourself, or a goal you've set for yourself a long time ago. And finally, that energy's paying off, or just a lot of work and effort came into this. So even though you're at the 7, you're close to completion. You're close to the 10, which would be the 10 of Pentacles. Overcoming or ending a cycle and beginning a new cycle, or ending in the beginning, or a full manifestation or realization of something. Okay, so you have the third eye chakra and your suggested focus. So, Bug Spirit is telling you to focus on viewing things from your higher self or a spiritual sight, not so much off of your ego or the fear-based aspect of your ego, or the downside of your ego that panics and worries and says negative things or thinks negative things. Limited things like I can't do that, or I never will, or that's stupid, or I'm stupid. I never will accomplish this. That's never going to manifest. I'm not good enough. All of those things. You know what something that's limiting, what's a limited belief or a limited affirmation, or downplaying yourself or downplaying another person, or whatever it is. Like Spirit's telling you to shift your focus from your ego into I can and I will and it's going to and I'm great, I deserve, switching your words around or your thoughts or your perceptions around that. It's also being able to use your discernment too. Start trusting in your own inner guidance. Sometimes it's not all about how you feel, but sometimes it's about just that knowing of something, like, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting that instead of me going this way, I should go this way today. Something just tells me that this is what I should do, or something just tells me to wait, or something just tells me not to talk to this person, or something just told me to answer the phone. It's those things, it's just those ideas that we just don't understand why, but it's just an urge, or it's just that it just hits you. So it's paying attention to those those things. Also paying attention to visions or things that just stand out to you and they feel, or you perceive that they have a deeper meaning. Spirit's telling you to start using your spiritual eye more. Being more aware of your surroundings or aware of what's going on within you. The challenge. Not so much the challenge, sorry. This is your conclusion. So this would be the 6 of moving on, 6 of swords. So it's in this period of being in a transition. You're not quite done with this old energy, but you're not quite yet here in the new energy. You're just about there, and it's all about timing. But you know that you're close. The more peace, the more at peace you are within your mind. The more your thoughts just seem to flow, the more everything starts to make sense. Or even if it doesn't really make sense and you really don't know where you're headed, you don't know the whole story, you just feel at ease more. It's not a lot of this obstacles, rough energy, cloudiness, anxiety, fear, I I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't believe that, it's never going to be, it's never going to happen, or I can't leave this and nothing good will ever come. You know, just whatever you could be telling yourself or believing or thinking constantly. It's the end of worries, and it's like a surrender mode, and it's more of just clear thought, clear thinking, a peace of mind. Okay, so let's see what the love energy is. Okay. Divine Spirit asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for the collective in the matters of the heart and the matters of love. Okay, you have make the effort. Children. Keep an open mind. Codependency. Some of these cards don't want to come out. Calling in your soulmate. With retreat at the bottom. So overall energy is making the effort. Okay. So some of you guys, if you want something new in your love life, you want a fresh new start in love, whether that be single or relationship or in a committed relationship, you have to make the effort to start a new energy, start a new beginning. I feel like being clear on what your intentions are count as well. I feel like with these children, it's like two kids. The children card came out right next to the make the effort card. So I get like this childlike energy, or just simply a fresh new energy that it's going to require you taking a new approach to your love life, starting fresh, and not, you know, taking that old energy with you, or not always going about love in the same way that you have in the past, trying something different, almost like experimenting, like you've never been in love before type of energy, or you've never been hurt before type of energy, or you're just creating the person of your dreams or the love life of your dreams. You're creating that. It's like using your inner child, this playful energy. The challenge with that may be some of you guys have kids in the way. Maybe it's hard to get into a relationship due to children, whether you have them or someone else has them, or you guys may be going through a road bump with starting a family or trying to. Maybe you guys are new parents, and it's hard for you to bring back a spark or a romance due to your children. And it's something about children being some sort of challenge in your love life right now for some of you, or it could just be that adopting that childlike energy and starting fresh and starting over, and pretty much trusting in your ideas or trusting in your own actions. It could even be trial and error, like you'd have to start over, like a child that's just learning how to walk. You know, you got to crawl before you walk. So it could be, you know, you're not used to being single. Maybe you're freshly single. Maybe you're a new parent, a new mom, a new dad. And that's kind of hard to adjust and add into your already existing relationships. It could be, you know, you've been a single parent for so long. Now you have to go back into the dating pool again. Or it's just adding, you know, something different, a different element into your love life. Maybe you never went online dating. Maybe you never had blind dates before, or you're being guided to, or you feel like you should try it, or someone suggested it. There's something that's like a new energy, and it may be some hesitance with starting something new. It's like you have to be like a child, just open to play. With keep an open mind as your suggested focus, some of you guys do have to keep an open mind with your love life, that how you're going to meet your partners or how your love life is going to come together may not be in the exact way that you expect it to. Maybe you've always wanted someone to come to you, the love of your life, to just come to you. Maybe you have to take an active approach to meet the love of your life. Others of you, maybe you're always used to your partner initiating dates and things like that, but now maybe it's up to you to kind of switch that around, you know, show them something different, you know, not judging the way that love is going to come to you or how you experience it, who it's going to come from. It's unlikely that it's going to be everything that you've expected. And again, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be good. It's just something that's what you're not used to. And you're going to have to grow comfortable with that energy in some sense. So something may differ from what you usually expect, whether it be the person that you fall in love with, whether it be the way that your love life turns around, how it starts, how you approach love, how you meet the love of your life. Um, Maybe it's switching roles in your relationship. It's not going to be everything that we've expected, but Spirit's encouraging something different, a new approach. And you have codependency, which is your suggested focus. And I feel like, in what ways are you being a little bit too controlling of your love life, or un you know I don't know why I heard the word unruly, but that's what I heard, unruling. It could also be just being too stern or too fixed and dead set in your ways, or in your expectations. It's like you have to bend just a little bit or compromise a little bit, either with your partner or with the divine, the universe, your angels, you guys. It's like you're going to have to trust a little bit. It's like it doesn't really call for you to be the head chief all of the time. Sometimes it requires you also, taking orders from spirit sometimes. Or maybe you guys are afraid to give up your independence. I got this energy yesterday's reading or Tuesday's reading, that it's, some of you may be afraid to give up your independence. You don't want to be too dependent upon another person. It might seem weird to you because maybe you've been taking care of yourself for a long time. You're used to having your own space, your own home, your own food, your own bank account, your own decision making. But now it's like you have to kind of add that in. Or it could be you're not used to stepping up and being like, hey, let's go out tonight, or I want to treat you, or let's, you're not used to approaching people you're interested in. Maybe you're used to them coming to you. There's some sort of pattern that you're used to that is not effective anymore. Now Spirit's telling you to give it up and bend and compromise. So in what way can you compromise? It's like, focus on that. What needs to change? Calling in your soulmate is a conclusion. So again, it's being clear what you want. Or the more you work on these things, the closer and closer what you've asked for in your love life, whether it be calling in a life partner, whether it be praying for change in your love relationships, or whatever it is that you pray for in the matters of the heart, the closer and closer the thing that's of your highest good gets to you. The closer and closer that good person, that right person comes. That perfect scenario or change or new beginning comes into your life. The more open you are, the more you work and practice on embracing change and starting over, releasing and letting go, becoming more confident, loving yourself, being clear and clear of what it is that you deserve and what you don't deserve, or what it is that you're wanting and what you don't want, and being open. So that's what I'm getting. All right. So pick a card that's going to be with the fairies, the magical fairies, a magical message from the fairies, oracle deck from Doreen Virtue. So I'm going to pull 3 cards as usual, card 1, 2, and 3. So if you guys have anything, any guidance or advice that you are seeking, whether it be from 1 or 2 or 3 cards, I'll give you a moment to meditate. And I'm going to ask Divine Spirit to tap into the energies of those who are meant to receive a message from this deck, and that it be accurate, clear, and insightful, and received with love and healing. Divine Spirit, thank you. Okay. That's a heavy pull there. Okay. So card 1, 2, and 3. When you're ready, I will go ahead and pull the cards. Okay. So hopefully everybody's ready. So card 1 is be yourself. Okay. It says, this situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis of your personal power. So that's your message, and it has a unicorn. So it could have something to do with a desire or a wish. Could also be your inner child. Spirit says practice, practice, practice. At the bottom of the deck, so it could be something that you've been working on for a very long time. Maybe it's a goal, maybe it's a skill or something, or something you've been manifesting or working towards for a very long time. So that's the first message. Card 2, easy does it. With whom do you need to forgive at the bottom? So it says, stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. So Spirit is, again, it's kind of going back to that love message that you don't have to push so hard for things to go a specific way or in a way that you think it should, because Spirit got you. They have your back. It could also be that there's a need to forgive yourself or to forgive someone else. Maybe it's going to take some time for you to forgive. Just allow this whatever it is to just be what it is, or allow Spirit to take control of it. Flow with this situation in the way you feel guided to, but know at the same time that it's not totally in your hands or in your control. So just relax. So I'm getting with that card. Okay, and card 3, ask for what you want. Okay. It says, let the universe and other people know what you need. So it's being more assertive, being clear with your intentions. It's that child energy again. Don't water down what you want. Be open. Spirit wants you to be real. Maybe even with people in your life. Tell them how you feel. Tell them what you really want, what you really desire. Don't be afraid. Be totally detached as a child. Make sure it's coming from the truth and coming from your heart. Express your individuality. Okay? That's what the bottom card says. Express your individuality. All right, much love to you guys as always. If you guys are interested in personal readings, emergency readings, I also have a birthday special reading for Pisces, Aquarius, and Capricorns. If you guys are interested, everything you need to know is in the description box below of this video. Also, you guys can follow me on social media if you like, Facebook and Instagram. Much love to you guys as always. I appreciate you for watching. Much love. Peace.